Hey, and welcome to Voice Chat. It is another weigh-in day. Hold on, let me get my book. I have my book laid down. This week didn't go as planned because I didn't stick to no plan. I was just we gonna talk about that. Let me tell you my weight, and I want to tell you something first before we talk shop. So I weighed in at 330.3 for a loss of 0.4. I'm shocked. And that puts it at 46.8. Now, this morning when I woke up, I was flicking around hunting something in the middle of the night, something to watch. Come across Third Rock from the Sun. OMG, I love that show. I love it so good. Back when it was on, the kids bought me the VHS, several of the seasons on VHS, and I still have them. But one of my favorite scenes and sayings, and I'll still pick about that joke because it's about being big, being overweight. Harry's eating, Dick's been eating a lot. You know, he's the high commander, John Lithgow, and they're razzing him about, gaining weight or getting big or fat or whatever. And he's like, why do I need to worry about gaining weight? He said, this body is just a vehicle for my brain, and my brain needs a smooth, luxurious ride. I absolutely love that. RJ especially will pick. He'll be like, it needs a smooth, luxurious ride. I say, yes, it does. Listen, my brain is getting catered in style, if that's the case. So, I just had to share that with you before I forgot. But my eating sucked. We'll talk about eating, but I'll talk about my walking. My shooting for 4 times a week. This week I got in 3. My week is, there's that little boy driving on that little motorized wheel thing again. That is like the coolest thing ever. And he's going up a hill. It's a pretty good size steep hill too. Anyway, I like that. My week goes from Wednesday to Thursday because that's my tracking week. So Thursday I walked for 20 minutes. I didn't walk Friday. I was busy Friday. I can't remember doing what, but I was busy. Groceries shopping and all that. Yeah, I didn't have time. I walked in the stores. I think that's the day me and David went to BJ's, and that's the day is that the day I did all my meat? I can't remember. I think it is. And then Saturday, I walked 20 minutes. Monday, I had to take RJ to the GI doctor, and he won't get his endoscopy till May the 9th, so they don't know exactly the bleeding where he's coming from yet, but he's not bleeding at the moment, so that's a good thing. But he's having a problem with his head. He said he feels like he's on a boat, and he drives a forklift for a living, and he's been out of work because of COVID and because of the bleeding. And when he was at home and then at the hospital, he passed out twice, and both times he hit his head. And so his GI doctor made him go to urgent care, so I brought him over there Monday, and the CT scan ruled out any brain damage, physical brain damage. But the doctor told him, he said it could very well be a concussion. He said, or COVID fog, that's what he called it. He said, or a combination of both. At any rate, I need y'all's positive thoughts still coming, because he cannot lose his job, and it's a new job, and he really wants to go back to work, but he can't drive a forklift with his head. I tell him it's like a bobblehead. He said, yeah, it's like a bobblehead. So just continue to remember him. And then Tuesday I walked 20 minutes, and then Wednesday, which was today. Today I walked 20 minutes. Now let me tell you, I run into a woman Hold on, my fingers going numb. Got the death grip on that coffee. The Kung Fu grip. Y'all remember them? But there was a woman. I had my little earbuds in. I stick my phone right here and put my earbuds in, and I saw her coming at me, and Lord have mercy, me and that walker, we make a racket. I'm gonna tell you, the back I have slidey things on it, but they still rake that sidewalk. But anyway, I seen her coming, so when we got up close, I raised up to say good morning, and she started talking to me, so I took my thing out, and she said a year ago she had a stroke, and a year ago she was out there walking on her walker just like me. She said, and today, she said, I don't need my walker and I don't need my cane. She said, you are on the other side of that miracle. That's what she said. I said, whew. Say it, girl, say it. So I run into the nicest people out on my walk. I'm just going to tell you, I run into the nicest, most supportive people. Even ones that don't take time to stop and talk. Everybody speaks. Of course, that's how we do it around here. But I get up. I have found that if I get on up and go in the morning before my day starts, then I don't seem to find an excuse to not do it. Like, oh, it's too hot, or I'm too tired, or I've been doing this, or I'm sleepy. I just get on up and go do it, and get it out of the way. Now this morning, I walked 20 minutes, but I walked farther because I parked farther away. There's like little side parking places, and just where it is, I showed y'all pictures, it's just beautiful. So I parked, I don't know, a good ways back. So I walked farther in the same amount of time. So I'm progressing. I'm showing some progress. Before you know it, I'll be going back down and back up. You just watch. So anyway, now we're going to talk shop. What is wrong with me? Why can't I leave food alone? Why can't I just leave it alone? Can I get a witness? Anybody have that problem where food is just, it's just, it won't get out of here? Listen, I ain't binging. I wanted graham crackers and milk last night, and I knew if I ate one, I would eat the whole sleeve, and I didn't even get them. I just did not get them. I was very proud of myself. But it's not binging that's getting me. I'm not buying the cookies, the ice cream, the Little Debbie cakes. Obviously, I'm not buying the Little Debbie cakes. If I buy them, it's because I have gone over the edge. None of that stuff. I ain't baked no, home goods. We did have a nanner pudding Saturday, but that was planned because I had some nanners, like I said, was going out of business, and he hadn't had one in a long time, so he likes one every now and then, and obviously I do too. And I took some to RJ, but that's one of those things we just eat it and it's gone. We just eat it up and it's gone. So there's like no cake I've baked, just lingering around, we've been picking on or nothing like that. It's just regular food I can't keep my face off of, like butter. I don't need 2 blobs of butter on a piece of toast when I can get by with a little bit less regular butter, or just my light butter. I got my light butter in there. I don't need 4 tons of mayonnaise on my sandwiches when a teaspoon or 2 will do, because that stuff is high calorie. That Duke's is like 100 calories a tablespoon. And I'll just plop it on there with wild abandon. No big deal. If I want extra mashed taters, I'm going to eat them. If I want extra this, and I'm not weighing and measuring anything, I'm just eating it if I want it. And it's getting old. That's why I can't believe I actually lost weight. I don't know how that happened. Well, maybe I do. That walking. Did I already say that? If I already said that, ignore me. I think walking is the one thing that saved me. Maybe it helped me maintain. The walking helped me maintain. If I had not been walking, perhaps I would have gained this week. That brings me to my that's my first question is, what is wrong with me? And my second question is, why can't I pick a lane? I think I'm not looking for a magic pill. Honest to goodness, I am not, because I know there is not one. It's just I'm having a hard time putting the work in. I'm just being lazy. There ain't no sense to sit on this video and put on no kind of airs about, oh, well, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. I know why I'm not losing weight, because I'm not putting in the work. I'm eating the food, and I'm being overly abundant with my calories. Well, there is my husband. We make faces at each other. Let me put you on hold while that loud truck backs in. Okay. What was I even saying? I do think, because I'm not putting in the work. I'm not being diligent. I'm not being consistent, and that's why I think I keep changing lanes. That's why I'm out there on that interstate, all of them lanes, and I'm just switching from one to the next, whichever one's got the least amount of cars in it. It's kind of what I'm doing. There's no plan that has the least amount of cars in it. They're just, I think, because I cannot find one to be consistent, and I'm not being consistent. I'm not being consistent with these calories. I am willy-nilly in these calories. I think calories are making me easier to overeat. Forget the tracking. Well, I ain't been tracking because I ain't been weighing and measuring, so why bother tracking if you don't know exactly how much you eat? But the way I'm doing my calories is I'll look at a food and I'll read the box, I'll read the container. Oh, well, it's only this many calories, just go ahead and eat it. And then I'll, guesstimate how much to eat. And then before you know it, I know I've eaten way too many calories. In my mind, oh, that's only 100 calories, eat it. Well, how many times can you eat 100 calories before it adds up 150 calories? So I'm abusing the calorie system. Low carb, I did wonderful on low carb until the doctor told me to quit and do the Mediterranean. So then that got me off, and I could not do Mediterranean. It was just not for me. I couldn't do it. I tried. I really did. I can't do anything that's that heavy on vegetables. I just can't do it. I'm not gonna try to pretend that I can. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm gonna eat all my fruits and vegetables, because I'm not. You're not going to force me to eat something I don't like and expect me to do it the rest of my life just to lose weight, because I'm just not going to do it. If I'm like a 2-year-old, then I'm like a 2-year-old. But you're not going to force me to eat kale when it makes me want to throw up and expect me to live that way for the rest of my life just to lose some weight. No, not happening. Yeah, that's right. I'm whining about it. So whenever I was doing so good on low carb, losing the weight and everything, and then she switched me, then that got me off kilter. And when I tried to go back on low carb, I could never get it done. I just couldn't get it done. I don't know what the problem was. I don't know why, but I never could get it back. I lost the magic. The magic was gone. So that I started just straight up calories, and this is not working. I am not committed to being diligent about it. What I decided was the lane I'm going to go back to is counting points. I'm not going back to Weight Watchers because I'm not going to pay that. But I already have iTrack Bites, and Better Balance is their Blue Program equivalent. And the points are 99% the same, 95 at the least. Because I've double tracked both before, so I know back when I was on Weight Watchers. But I started on Weight Watchers 3 years ago, and even though I started with Simply Feeling, it was still points. And I did points and stuck to points longer than anything else I have tried. So that's why I'm just going to go back to what I know. And I think now I've got to have some kind of self-discipline to look the points up, whereas I can't just look on a can and say how many points it is unless I got it memorized, or a box or a package or nothing like that. I have to like scan it, or I have to pull it up in the app, and I have to see how many points they are, instead of just looking at it and going, oh, that's not no big deal, and then piling up, 10 no big deals equals a big deal. So I just think if I go back to the points, I might not even be making a bit of sense. In here, I'm making sense. I guess that's what counts, as long as I'm making sense to myself. Plus, points are easier to add. If you eat this many calories and then you got this many more, that's too much math, all them hundreds. I can add 9 and 10, that's 19. So anyway, I hated counting points. At first I did, and it was like a game. It was like exciting to see, oh, how many points is that? Can I get it down any more points, And then it got to where I was just tired of it. And y'all know I took a break from it because I said I was sick of all of that. But I've got to come back to where, I don't know, maybe it's this new spring air that's making me want to try to do better. I think when you come out of a winter time, I think the spring does something to you. Y'all think that? I think that the spring is helping me walk, because I'm out there in the morning light and birds around and the breeze, and it's beautiful. And I think the spring awakens part of us up that maybe we put to sleep a while there in the winter time. Maybe that sounds kind of ditzy, I don't know, but I think there's something to it, coming out of winter. So I just feel kind of like I want to do something, and I want to do something comfortable, and points are comfortable. Yeah, they get on your nerves because I don't want to count points the rest of my life, but I got to do something until I get this weight off, and then if I do end up counting points the rest of my life, I guess I just do. I don't know. Listen, I am subject to change without any given notice. I think we know this, but I think everybody's got to find their spot, their lane, and if you have to try, okay, that was a loud plane. I think it don't matter how many lanes we try until we find the lane we're supposed to be in. And if it's a lane that we were already in and we want to go back to it, then go back to it. I gotta make a pact with myself to do what I got to do. I don't want to go so far as to say, grow up, pull up your big girl panties, just do it. I literally despise that saying. I do. I always have. From whenever it first came out, I despise it, because everything that you fail at, that you attempt and don't accomplish, does not mean you're not a big girl. Does not mean you're not a woman. It just means you failed. It means you just need to try again. It means whatever went wrong, and it ain't no big deal. You just figure it out and move on from there. But it don't make you no less of a woman or a child because something didn't actually work out every time you tried to work it out. Now, I was saying I was whining like a baby who don't want to eat vegetables. Maybe that's like a child. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you try something that doesn't work out, does not make you no less of a woman. So don't tell yourself to put on your big girl panties. Just don't do it, because you already got I know I got my big girl panties. I know I got my big girl panties on. Ooh, one day when I can buy some smaller panties, woohoo! I ain't gonna show you. I'll tell you though. Anyway, well, that's all I know is I'm just going to try going back to points. There'll be I track bite points, which, like I said, they're in line with Weight Watcher points. So I'll be giving you those on my recipes, and for the most part, the recipes on my website. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Speaking of, I almost forgot. Okay, the baked pancake was dry. It turned out dry. I don't remember it being that dry the first time I made it. I'm eating it because I'm putting syrup on it. And I didn't want to waste it, so I got one more day of that. Coffee helps it go down. Hold on. The big news is the Whopper Salad. Oh my gosh. If that don't put me in the mind of a Whopper, I'm not sitting here talking to you up on this YouTube. That dressing, it did it. The only thing, and I do mean the only thing I will change the next time, and there will be a next time, is I would have less lettuce because it needs more dressing than that 3 tablespoons. Not quite 3 tablespoons, because I like a good dressed salad, and so there was too much lettuce for it to be as dressed and flavorful as I wanted it to be. So I would just cut back on the lettuce, probably about half. So I don't want to add more. I don't know the points because, you know, I calculated using calories, but I don't want to add more calories to it by adding more dressing, so I'm just using what I got. But I'm gonna tell you what, it is like it tastes so much like a Whopper, and it doesn't bother me that it's in a bowl. It does. The when I said the Big Mac salad does not compute, this one computes. It works. And those burgers he made me on the grill are perfect. They are perfect. So if you want to give it a try, if you like a Burger King Whopper, give it a try. I say if you do your hamburgers on the stove, hit them with a little liquid smoke, or even if you just fry them, I would say maybe what I would do next time in case he can't grill, I will put them in my grill pan. I have a grill pan, and I would fry them on both sides, and of course undercook them because you're reheating them in the microwave. He did them perfect. And then I would put some liquid smoke and water in the pan and put the lid on it and let that steam into it, get that smoke into it that way. That's what I would do next time in case he can't be at the grill. So, and if you don't have liquid smoke, you can't do that. Just do it. Just make sure you salt it down real good so you can give that meat some flavor. So there, I just wanted to tell you that Whopper salad was good. That's what my best friend used to say. He said it's good. I miss him. I miss him so much. Anyway, his birthday's the same month as mine. So now before I close the video out, I want to show you a couple of my thrift flips, I guess you could say, that I have done the past couple days. And instead of just doing a video about them, I thought I would just show you a before and after. And I'm going to flip you around over here and show you my little stand. I don't have them before, but if you remember my one thrift haul, I got it from the Value Village. It was $6.16, and it was a hideous, tore up red. It was beat up. It was bright red. It wasn't even maroon. It was like stop sign red. Like, I'm looking at that stop sign. It was stop sign red. So I spray painted it brown. I made a couple little floral arrangements to go on, and I got a plant on top. So I just wanted to show you that in case you remember that terrible looking old red red thing. And then after that, I'll show you my 2 other flips that I did these past couple days. So that is all I know for today, and as usual, I will see you on my next video.